everyone, Emily here from Emily Reads, and today on this beautiful Saturday morning in Central Illinois, I have yet another book haul. I keep saying I'm going to do better, it didn't happen again. But I do plan on slowing things down in October. Um, I really pretty much have what I want. Like I have enough series and starts of those series where I just need to start reading those series, and then if I like them, pick up later books in the series and just to settle down and buckle down and not crank out some books on my book pile. But that being said, I did haul some books. September 5th was my birthday, so I justify these as like their birthday gifts to me. I did get my free add-on for Book of the Month, and one of these books was a birthday gift to me. But that being said, let's just go into my book haul. So first, I purchased Flying Solo by Linda Holmes. This is a recent release by her. She wrote Evie Drake Starts Over, which I really enjoyed. This is I'm part of a Facebook group called the Napping Bibliophile, and every month they have a virtual book club. So we meet either via Zoom or Google Meets, and we discuss a book that we've read. And Flying Solo is September's pick, and it is about Lori Sasselin, who her wedding has just been canceled recently. She's about to turn 40, so she returns to her hometown. It's a small town in Maine, and she is handling the state of her great aunt Dot, who recently passed away at 93. She used to be a big adventurer, and she finds a wooden duck at the bottom of the cedar chest, and she finds a love letter to her aunt Dot that says, "And anyway, if you're ever desperate, there are always ducks, darling." So she's trying to figure out like what is up with this duck, and then also even more importantly, like, well, not even more importantly, but also tied with this duck, like apparently the duck gets stolen. I think, maybe, I don't know, I could be wrong. Yes, the duck gets stolen. This is all on the dust jacket, so I'm not giving anything away. So I'm looking forward to reading this. I enjoyed Evie Drake Starts Over. Evie Drake I read earlier in the year, and it wasn't like a traditional, like it had romance, but it was not your traditional romance. There was a good, decent depth to that book, for it being like 300 pages. So looking forward to this one. Then also with that same purchase of Flying Solo, I purchased the first book in Keeper of the Lost Cities. It was maybe $6 on Amazon, brand new. So I went and decided to purchase it. You'll see why later. But this has been, so many different booktubers that I watch have been reading this series. And this series centers around 12-year-old Sophia Foster, and she is a telepath, which is a secret. So, but it's made her an outcast, even within her family. But on the back it says, everything changes the day she meets Fitz, a mysterious boy who appears out of nowhere and also reads minds. And I had a laugh when I saw that this centers, one of the characters' name is Fitz. I was like, oh, is she a Robin Hobb fan? She discovers there's somewhere she does belong, and staying where she will put her in grave danger. In the blink of an eye, Sophie is forced to leave behind everything and start a new life in a place that is vastly different from her own. Sophie has new rules and skills to learn, and not everyone is thrilled with her homecoming. There are secrets buried deep in Sophie's memory, secrets that other people desperately want, would even kill for. So this series by Shannon Messenger, the Keeper of the Lost series, there's 8 books, and I know there's like at least one novella in it. It's a middle grade series. The books are kind of chunky. For middle grade, they get chunkier, I hear. And like I said, I've heard really good things about it, so I decided to check it out, especially since what I found at my library for $1 each was Book 2, Keeper of the Lost Cities, Exiles. Book 3, Keeper of the Lost Cities, Everblaze. And Book 4, Keeper of the Lost Cities, Neverseen. So when I saw books 2, book 3, and book 4, and they were basically in brand new condition for $1 a piece, I said, okay, sold. I will give this a shot. And then when I saw that the first book was $6 on Amazon, I was like, okay, we'll do it. Also at my library book sale, I got Curtain and the Mysterious Affair. Curtain and the Mysterious Affair at Styles by Agatha Christie. So this is a bind-up of Hercule Poirot's first mystery, which is the Mysterious Affair at Styles, and then Curtain is his the last book featuring Hercule Poirot. I thought it was interesting that like this book actually has Curtain first in the book, but I've read a couple of her books and I've really enjoyed them, and I really want to read more Agatha Christie, and for $2 I was like, okay. And then in the free section of my library's book sale, they always have like a cart or two of books that they're just getting rid of for free. I grabbed The Windsor Legacy by Catherine Coulter, and I read this years ago. This is the first in a trilogy. It's in Regency, England, and Josephine Cochrane, she's dubbed the Duchess by her cousin Marcus Wyndham, and I think the Duchess is illegitimate, but the uncle, the Duchess's father and Marcus's uncle is the Earl of Chase, and like when he passes away, he leaves something behind in his will that basically binds the two together. So it is a romance, and people might be going, ew, cousins falling in love, like it happened back then, like it was a thing. So but it is a good story. I enjoyed it years ago. It was free, so I decided I would grab it. I'll probably read it and then get rid of it somehow. Then I also found for $1 The Heroes by Joe Abercrombie. I have heard so much about him. I found The Blade itself. And I still need to read that, but I figured it was only $1. It's in really good, like the spine is not cracked. There aren't any bends on the cover. So that's why I grabbed it. But I'm not going to read too much out on the back because I know this is part of the First Law series. I think this is marketed as like a standalone, but I don't think I can read this without first reading the first 3 books. So I need to read some Joe Abercrombie. That's probably for next year. Then for my birthday, my brother gifted me The Alloy of Law by Brandon Sanderson, which is the first book in the Mistborn Era 2. Now, I do have this book in like the mass market paperback US version. I love the UK covers, although I was kind of annoyed that there is like a little crease here. It's there. It's really hard to tell. I debated returning it, but I was like, it's really hard to see it, and the spine is probably going to get cracked anyway. I don't try to crack my spines, but these are not floppy paperbacks. But at any rate, this series now it's now years and years later, following the events in Mistborn Era 2, and this is in the roughs. Just read the back. In the roughs, the wilds beyond the cities, magic is a crucial tool for the brave men and women attempting to establish order and justice. One such is Waxillium Ladrian, and family tragedy is about to force Wax to return to the metropolis of Elendel. He must assume the duties and dignity incumbent upon the head of a noble house, or so he thinks until he learns the hard way that the mansions and elegant tree-lined streets of the city can be even more dangerous than the open plains. So I'm looking forward to reading this. I know there are several booktubers who are doing a readathon or read along with Mistborn Era 2 in preparation for the fourth book coming out in November. I'm not doing that because I am so behind on other things that I want to read. There's just no way I can keep up. So when the fourth book comes out, I'm not going to hop on the train and purchase it because I've got already some pre-orders that are coming out in November, and so I'll get to book 4 of Mistborn when I can get to book 4. So, and then lastly, sorry, I have my books on the floor here. Lastly are my book of the month purchases. I got 3. The add-on, one of my add-ons was free because it was again my birthday month. So first I got Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood, and I've already actually read this. And this centers around Bee, who is a neuroscientist. She works at NIH, and she is going to work on a project at NASA that involves like mapping astronauts' brains and their brain patterns. And Levi is an engineer at NASA, and he is actually going to be co-leading the project with Bee. And they met years ago. He was a 5th-year PhD candidate when she was working on her master's, and I can't remember what university they were at when they met. But it's kind of an enemies to lovers story. Of course, it centers around STEM. That's kind of Ali Hazelwood's thing. Some people, I'm not going to do a review, but even though I was like, I almost just did a review. But that is the story of Love on the Brain. I also picked up Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. I've been eyeing this book for a while. I keep reading a description of it, and for some reason it just doesn't settle into me. I think it has something to do... Yeah, so it's... The main character's name is Jason Dessen, and he gets kidnapped, and then he gets knocked unconscious, and then he wakes up, and he doesn't have his memory. And so he has... So it has something to do with, like, what are our memories and realities, I think. I've been eyeing this for a while. I want to read more. I want to read Blake Crouch. I have now Dark Matter, Recursion, and Upgrade, and I think I just might just need to binge him. And then last but not least, I purchased The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. And this is the story, I can't remember her name, Hannah Brooks, and she is a bodyguard who is hired to protect the main character, Jack Stapleton, and he is a movie star, I want to say, and he's being stalked, I think, and so he needs to hire a bodyguard, and she poses as a girlfriend because she can't reveal, like, hey, I'm a bodyguard for him, because that would throw off the person who's after Jack Stapleton. Like, it would, you don't want to alert that person. So this was the Book of the Month club pick last month, and last month I think I skipped my box because the picks just didn't intrigue me. And then as people were reading this book and I was hearing good things about it, I was like, okay, I will purchase it, because this school year has been a challenging year, and I have found that I just really need some light, happy reads for my brain right now during the week. So that was one of the reasons why I purchased this book. So that is my haul. Famous last words. I'm hoping that this will be it for a while. I do know that in November there is a nonprofit in my hometown or in my town that does a book sale in November. It's a big book sale, and all the proceeds, it's used books of course, all of the proceeds goes towards literacy for adults and literacy programs for adults, and paperbacks are 50 cents and hardbacks are $2. And I've found some really good things there. So I know I'm going to go to that sale, and then hopefully that will be it for a while. Hope you enjoy your Saturday, and see you later. Please let me know what you have recently acquired, what your thoughts are on any of the books. Keep them spoiler free, and as always, please like and subscribe. Thanks.